subscribe. Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
Where are my proud Latinos at tonight? You guys see what I mean? It's wide open. There's so many of them. It's absolutely incredible. Believe it or not, people, I welcome migrants to the United States of America with open arms. And by open arms, I mean like this. My mom's a boomer in the state of Ohio, and there's no convincing her of anything. She's eating the cats. She's eating the dogs. They're eating the pets up there. You know, there's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay. All right. Okay. We're getting there. Heck yeah. It's a cool black guy with a thing on his head. What the hell is that? A lampshade? Look at this guy. Oh, my goodness. Wow. I'm just kidding. That's one of my buddies. He had a Halloween party last night. We had fun. We carved watermelons together. It was awesome. You guys are... This is a groany little morning crowd, huh?
How is everybody doing this lovely evening? Y'all know what it is. It's the late night tap in with Tariq Nasheed, ladies and gentlemen. Glad to have you guys in the building. Waiting on everybody to pile on in the room. We're going to have a great discussion, as we always do. We always have great discussions. Just waiting on the room to get piled in. While everybody's waiting on that, y'all should go to rootworkstyle.com to get that Root Work deodorant. rootworkstyle.com, ladies and gentlemen. And go to hiddencolorsfilm.com to get the Hidden Colors documentaries, ladies and gentlemen. hiddencolorsfilm.com. If you do not have that, go check that out. Oh man, there's so much we got to get into tonight. Let me do a quick roll call. Brother Adonis, I see you. Let me see who else is in here. Different, I see you. Eastsiders, I see you. Checking out some of the regulars in here. Shout out to all the regulars. Y'all give me a retweet. Let everybody know that we're live right now. And I'm going to have the family call up and chime in and give your 2 cents for the conversation that we're having tonight. So now, for those who don't know, Trump had a rally at Madison Square Garden. Huge, big New York rally. A lot of folks came through. They had Hulk Hogan there. Harry O, the co-founder of Death Row Records, he spoke. I think they had Tucker Carlson up there. Had a lot of right-wingers. So it was a big event. And they had a comedian up there. I forgot what the comedian's name was. But the comedian, he's like one of them roast comedians. So the comedian, he did a couple of racist jokes. He was mentioning somebody in the audience, a black person. Then he said something about watermelons. He took some shots at Puerto Rico. Right here, there's some garbage floating in the ocean. Oops, it's Puerto Rico. So he was going in doing some of those roast jokes. And I think a couple of more folks got hit, a couple of more ethnic groups. So a lot of folks in the media, they kind of ran with it. And I think Trump and those guys, they kind of distanced themselves from that. But that gave the opportunity for the left to say, hey, let's run with this. Oh, God, look how racist this is. Oh, God, it's so racist. I'm so racist, so racist. And they're really, the Democrats and the left, they're really running with this ball. So the question is to the family, to some of the people here, because a lot of us, I'm still not supporting no Kamala Harris. So the question is this a game changer or is it a nothing burger? That this guy got on stage and said a bunch of racist jokes. And again, they were jokes. He was doing a roasting thing. So I'm asking the family. Y'all raise your hand. Let me get Suntan. Hop on Suntan. Let me get your opinion on it. Let me talk to you guys and let me know what you think. Do you think it's because now me personally, I ain't voting for nobody anyway, so it's no never mind to me. But Suntan, hop on.
Thank you for having me, Tariq, if I can call you by your first name.
Yes, indeed.
You know what's funny is when I was a kid in college, I did some stand up. I was a failed stand up comic. I did it twice, and uh, um, I had like stage fright, and I couldn't do it again. You
Wow.
know, but I even though I led a nice career in marketing.
So you
Um,
wait, so you tried stand-up comedy twice and just let it go?
I actually went on stage one of those open mic nights in Manhattan when I was in college. It was like a college thing, right? I went to Baruch College, and they had like an open
Right.
night.
Right, I got it, but you can't really call yourself a comic if you've
Right,
never
right,
really
right.
done
No
it.
way,
Right,
absolutely
right,
not.
right,
Even though in my head I think I'm funny, that
right.
kind of right. But I've used my comedy in my career that throughout my life, and just from that background, I I think it's sort of a nothing. First of all, you shouldn't open you shouldn't open up yourself to that. You know what I it's obviously it's a faux pas, but I don't think it's a deadly faux pas, and it's not coming out of Trump's mouth, and it's coming out of somebody no one ever heard of. That kind of thing. So if you're asking what the impact would be, my sense is you shouldn't have done that, and it's just a blip. And it's because it's not out of Trump's mouth. It just doesn't and if people dig deeper into it, you can see that he was doing, as you mentioned, he was doing roast comedy, and there's a time and place for certain sort of comedy routines, and that's not one of them.
Right.
But that's my take on it.
There you go. There you go. Thank you so much, man. Let me get
I
Jay.
I appreciate it.
Let's get Jay in. Jay Gooden. Goodwin. Jay Goodwin. Jay Goodwin. Well, come on, Jay. Then we're gonna get Big Fox.
What up, Tariq? Can you hear me?
What's up, Fox? How are you, brother?
Hey man, I'm kicking it, man. Man, I'm excited about next week.
Oh
This is
man, that was well.
this is
Mm,
really. Was you before me?
Go ahead.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, yeah.
I
Go and go,
So
go and go. I wasn't ready.
we
Go
can
and
we
go.
can both do it. We can do it together. We can just talk for a minute. Yo, it's all good.
let,
Okay,
let
well,
me let Big Fox go. Go ahead,
All right,
Fox.
that's cool.
okay. On to the topic, man. Look, what's your famous words? That's a nothing burger. That ain't stopping nothing because they acknowledge why they fled here. If Puerto Rican was some oasis, some destination to live and thrive and grow, they wouldn't flee her.
Mm,
And to piggyback on that, man, look, them are the same. That's the same way that those illegals, Venezuelans, is gonna be in about 4 years once they get acclimated to the United States and become citizens. They're
yes.
gonna be like, we left for a reason.
Yes. All right. Let me get. Thank you, brother. Let me get Jay. Jay, go ahead.
Hey, you know what? So I think that most people have already made up their minds, man, about who they're gonna vote for, and I don't think like stupid crap like this is gonna change anything. I think that it's a it's foreshadowing what we're gonna see in the next few years, no matter who wins. You
Yeah.
know, it's stuff that we've been seeing all along, and it's stuff we're gonna continue to see. I mean, I was in Puerto Rico last year doing music, and I mean, it was fine. But yeah, there's those stereotypes, man. They ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
It's pathetic, but it is what it is, bro.
That's anything. So let's get who's that? Outstanding. Outstanding. Hop on.
Yo, what's going on, brother? Tariq, peace, power, reparations, and education. No, it's not. It doesn't sway. It doesn't sway. It doesn't sway because how majority of us had already have voted for him anyway. So it doesn't sway. It doesn't sway. It's not going. It don't have a. It don't have a dog in the fight. It's not swaying nothing. We're going consistent because it's bigger issues other than that. Immigration, um, and etc. Like a plethora of other things. So it's bigger than that. Than
Right.
been a few jokes, and I think it was sabotage anyway by the left. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe a little swapping going on of his material, but
Yeah.
B1, I land.
All right. Thank you, brother. Let's get one more. Then I'm gonna get my Mr. AI, Mr.
What's going on? What's going on, bro? Um, Unfortunately, it's gonna have a huge effect in places like in Pennsylvania, where you got a lot of Puerto Ricans, in places like in Allentown, Pennsylvania, Harrisburg and Scranton and everything else. It might lead to maybe a point, for Kamala Harris, and in a close election like that, you got to be very careful with that. I mean, it didn't come from Donald Trump and everything else. It's a nothing burger, but it's going to be used by the media and all that. They're already talking about it right now. I mean, the New York Daily News had a big old front page, comparing that event to the 1939 American Nazi event and everything else. So,
Right,
the media is just blowing this whole thing up and just pushing it, and it's being used as a huge advantage for Kamala Harris now. So I
right.
land my plane there.
Thank you. Yeah. So listen, fam. Here's the thing. I'm just looking at things from the standpoint of just like how a political analyst would look at things. We look at the way Kamala's been rolling. Look at the way Trump has been rolling. See, the big mistake Kamala's been making is just not being authentic. Her inauthenticity, she wears it on her sleeve. She doesn't realize how inauthentic she is. That's a huge mistake she's making. That's why she has not been able to get a real big lead over Trump, despite all of the billions of dollars, the money that's being thrown in her campaign, and all of these A-list celebrities backing her up. She's still not moving the needle because of the inauthenticity. Now, with Trump, Trump was cruising good. All Trump had to do, all Trump has to do, is just not do anything racist until November. You dig? Because Trump, if you're fumbling that, but all you have to do is not be racist, not do anything racist, not associate yourself with anything racist for a couple of weeks. And damn it, you couldn't do that. Now, that comedian, I get it. I know what roasting is. Roasting is roasting. You're supposed to say anything and everything in roasting. I roast all the time. I know how the roasting game is. When people say roast, you go for the jugular, you go for the racial jokes. It's, under the banner of roasting, you go for the gusto. But in Trump's case, that was dumb. I don't know who advised him on letting that go down. You don't do that, because they're going to take everything and run with it. That was dumb. Even though I understand politically, you don't do that when you're trying to get away from the stigma of racism. You don't have a comic who's known for racist roast to pop up there. That was dumb. You understand? Even though it's justified, even roasting is roasting, because right now the Democrats, they don't really have a leg to stand on. So now he has given the Democrats a talking point. Now he done gave the damn Democrats an alley-oop. So they're gonna run with this for the next 2 weeks, or for the next week rather. So he's giving them a platform. The Democrats didn't really have a platform. He just gave them a damn platform. That was dumb as hell. So now they're gonna milk this thing heavy. And that's what I don't like, because now they're gonna really double down on not talking about no policies. So now it's not going to be about no policies. It's not going to be about anything proactively done. Um, this is going to do five major things. Number one, it's going to deflect from the policies, because social issues are very, very critical, and we want to talk about policies. So this is going to deflect from policies. Number two, it's going to dilute the gravity of racism, because now they're going to act like this is the worst thing ever. And there's real racism happening out here in some of these democratic cities, by the way. I get on that in a minute. We got some real racism happening out here. So yeah, this guy's saying jokes. All right. All right, we got some real stuff out here that we need to be really focusing on as far as racism. Yeah, he had a comic up there doing a roast, and he said some racist jokes in a roast. But yeah, they're going to really run with that and use that to dilute the gravity of real racism. Also, number three, it's going to be used to drive emotional reactions because they always try to play the emotional game with us. Oh God, look, black folk, the racism, it's like the Nazis. It's like Jim Crow all over again. It's like your mama and them. It's going back to slavery. Yeah, now they're gonna try to use emotional baiting so that we're not going to be focused on informed decisions and rationalized decisions. All right. Also, the fourth thing that's going to happen is that the long-term accountability for the political parties, that's going to be obscured, because see what they do is focus on the racism of them damn jokes. They're going to avoid accountability for the racism that's going on in these cities like Minnesota and over Minneapolis and other places. And the Democrats, they're very good on that. They're very good at deflecting from their own racism and not taking accountability for it and pointing at the right wingers. That's what I don't like about them. When they get up here, "Ooh, the Central Park Five, Trump did all this to the Central Park Five," but it was the damn Democrats who were prosecuting them. The Central Park Five got hemmed up by Democrats. Don't ever, 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 ever forget that. Don't ever, ever, ever forget that. You see, and they're very good at the smokescreen game and pointing the finger. Yeah. And the fifth thing that happens is that's going to undermine the potential for like policy driven coalition building. You see, we want to build coalitions around some damn policy. If you want to talk about coalition, not on some let's hug each other and um we're a big minority coalition against racism, because we ain't buying that either. I want coalition building based on us getting something. Who's going to stand with us to get something, not who's all going to stand with us holding hands to point at the races over there. I don't want to hold hands pointing at the races over there, because these groups that you're holding hands with, they'll turn around and be just as racist against you too. So I don't want to do the whole minority coalition, hold hands against racism. No, no, no. Which one of y'all co-signing these reparations? Right? We ain't forgot. Oh, no, no, no. Forget reparations. Trump said some racist jokes. Let's stand together. No, 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 no. How you feel about them reparations? Oh, I ain't with that. Well, stand your ass over there. I'm still on that, family. Yeah. I don't want no coalition building based on that. I'm still on the reparations tip, ladies and gentlemen. It's still reparations for me. Now, I don't want to obscure that at all. Let me get my brother Robbie in here. Robbie, hop on, Robbie. Mr. Robbie, hop on, sir. I can hear you, brother. What's going on?
I don't think this is going to be a game changer. I think this is just a last minute Hail Mary. They're using an old playbook, thinking that we're the civil rights generation, that all we care about is symbolism and trigger points. But see, the interesting thing that the Democrats don't get about Hispanics is, see, they've already delineated amongst themselves. So, like Mexicans and other people from South America, they're not offended by the Puerto Rican joke. I mean, think about it. Trump can make all these critiques about the Hispanic community, talk about bad hombres. Everyone comes to America to not just be American, but be white American or white adjacent. So in their mind, they align themselves with a businessman, with entrepreneurship. They see themselves as white. So they'll make those same jokes against their own people if you listen to some of these other Hispanic comedians. So that's just his Democrats being goofy. We keep telling them, you're bringing people over here, some, not all, that harbor anti-black racism, but also they're not a monolith. They're here to be white.
Yeah.
It's these white feminists that don't get it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Real talk, brother. Thank you so much. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. It's to me, it's like I'm not gonna hang my hat on that. It's comic telling, a couple of off-color jokes, because look, what's interesting, there was some Puerto Ricans who were there and they interviewed them. They're like, oh no, we're not offended. No, it was funny. So there were actually Puerto Ricans there saying that they weren't really offended. Yeah. So yeah, I think, was it dumb? I think it was dumb for him to do it, for Trump to even have the guy up there, because that's not, you don't want to have that. You don't want to, I mean, damn, all you got to do is stay. You can't stay away from racists for a couple of damn weeks. Damn, see, that's a bad look. That's the only thing I see as a bad look. Like, damn, brother, you cannot stay away from your racist buddies for a few weeks. All right. That's the only thing that I see that's a negative. I don't think that it will impact the numbers too much. Because Kamala, she was on did y'all see her when she was on Shannon Sharp's joint? She was on his joint, and I guess she understands that there are people out here pulling up her family background, showing like some of these family members who ain't really family members and all of that stuff. People are kind of calling that out because Kamala has this thing where she'll throw out some pictures of her with some black folks talking about it's my aunt, it's my cousin, it's my cousin Jimmy, there's my auntie Mabel. She does all this stuff. And people are pointing out that these are not your damn relatives. So now she was on Shannon Sharp splaining. I want y'all to catch what she was saying. She was like, my mom, wanted me to grow up a certain way, and we had um friends and people who were like family. It was like family, and you got two types of family: family by blood and family by love. And I had some family by love, my aunts and my cousins. So she's trying to do a little Jedi mind trick to say, okay, these people who she's been calling her relatives, they are her play cousins. She's trying to use the play cousin argument. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, if this just get this broad out of here, get her out of here. Cause her cosplaying is black. Um, it's being exposed. It's falling flat. Ain't nobody going for it. She's being called out. So now she has to create a narrative that these were her play cousins, and because these aren't her relatives, and all these black people she's supposed to be around and grew up with, aunt this and aunt that, and people are like, wait a minute, your mom is East Indian and your dad is Jamaican, and he might be Jamaican Indian. So who are all these FBAs you're around? You understand? People are asking legitimate questions. They didn't expect people to ask these questions. They're like, who are these foundational Black Americans you're around? How in the hell are you kin to them? That's a logical question. You can't be wheeling out all of these FBAs talking about they're your relatives. That makes zero sense. You're not from the lineage. So now they're her play cousins. All right. All of them, they her play cousins. It's so long. Let me get Brother Salon in the building. Brother Salon, then we get Black Republican in the building. Brother Salon, hop in, sir.
Hey, Tariq, can you hear me?
I can hear you, brother. What's going on?
All right, so it's safe to say, so these tethers, they're $5 FBAs,
Oh, yeah.
and these Pan Africanists, they're $5 Africans. Is it safe to say that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that, Tariq. Peace to you, peace to your family.
Thank you, brother. Let me get Black Republican in the building.
Hey, what's going on, Tariq?
Good, man. How are you?
Good, good. I mean, my issue is overall with the Democrats is they've been playing this game forever with the fear tactics, and it's the thing about it is I used to be a Democrat, but from a business perspective, I had to switch over. I'm pro reparations, but I don't know when that's coming. But from a business standpoint, black people just have to go to the other side because I think it benefits us. And then the Democrats are, using racist tactics and going to destroy our communities with the border,
Right.
immigration. And I preach this every week to my friends, like, we're going to get destroyed economically. Our communities are going to get destroyed if we don't stop this. And the only person who I trust to stop this immigration thing is Trump. And like you said, this was stupid. Do I see it hurting him? Maybe a little bit, but it might give the Democrats an excuse to cheat.
Right.
I still think they're going to cheat, and then they can kind of use this as like, oh, this is why he lost.
Right. Right.
So
Right. Right. So it's going to be very interesting. Let's get Drew in here. Drew?
Yeah, yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. What's up, Drew? We can hear you.
Oh, cool, man. Good space. I just popped in.
Yes.
Uh, I just wanted to. Have you guys heard about the order that the military can use lethal force against the people?
I heard something like that. What was the exact order?
So I don't know the exact number of the order, but you can easily look it up online. But here's my point. I believe what I believe, and you can take it or leave it, is that the order was passed because Trump and his military friends are playing chess, not checkers. Okay, so the order was passed thinking that the people would let the Democrats have a little bit of power over the people, because Jamie Raskin already said they're going to riot, they're going to loot, they're going to create civil war conditions if Trump wins, and they're not going to let him win. So I think once he's the president elect, he will use that and the military power to quell the riots that come in the streets after that in order to restore power to the nation.
There you go. Okay, I don't think, to be honest, I don't think if Trump wins, I don't think the left is going to get out there and riot. I really don't. I don't think that's going to happen because most uprisings, there has to be a grassroots um, entity there, and the Democrats don't have that. There's not going to be riots. Just understanding um, how the grassroots work. No, there's no grassroots energy really behind the Democrats. Um, Most of the people supporting Kamala, let's be real, a bunch of sassy ass dudes. They ain't about to riot. They'll throw some flip flops at somebody. They're not gonna riot. It's a bunch of sassy, moist soy boys who's really, really supporting her, and um, the Hollywood machine giving you the impression that there's a lot of groundswell support, and it's not. It's not. So yeah, you don't have no grassroots energy that's going to kick up a riot. The white liberals, they ain't about to riot. So I don't believe that whatsoever. Just understanding sociology, no, that's not gonna happen.